Hey, wow. Oh, okay. The lighting got better. I was going to do this as just a regular video, but I figure I'd go live because one, if you are near me and you can drive out to Lanham, hold on for a second. If you can drive out to Lanham, Maryland on August the 31st, make sure I still have these. Yes, I do. And you comment below this live stream right now. I have some tickets I can give away. I still have 5 tickets, and I'm willing to give 1 or possibly 2 away on this live stream if that does happen. This is for Grandmaster Zeke Sistrunk's Fight Back No Matter What seminar. Now, in addition to myself and Grandmaster Zeke Sistrunk, we're going to have one other person that's not on the flyer because there's been some changes. His name is Dwayne Harper. Dwayne Harper is going to be teaching the blade knife defense, blade knife use. I'm pretty much going to be teaching basic punch, kick, throw, pin techniques. I really want to spend some time at the seminar on how to fall as a precursor to everything else that's going to happen there. And Grandmaster Zeke Sistrunk is known for his Kupitan self-defense. So you're going to have a very well-rounded, very well-focused seminar. It's going to be great. And that's a good way for me to segue into giving some shine to the stuff that's doing it right, that's positive, instead of always criticizing the negative. Now, what am I talking about? People do this with martial arts, but they really do this with hip hop. And it really annoys me because I used to be active in hip hop. I consider myself to be passive in hip hop because every once I'm getting old, and every once in a while I still might write something just because I like writing, and I may make a song, but I probably don't put it up. Or if I do put it up, I'd put it up where you don't see my face on it. It's not associated with me. And it's not even because what I'm doing is bad or evil or anything like that. It's because people are just so brainwashed that if they hear me reciting poems with rhythm, they're going to automatically think I'm some kind of drug dealer, even though you can look at my past and there are no felonies. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They have these preconceived notions, just like I said in another video, MMA now means most martial arts. I have sat there and explained how what I do is not MMA, and somebody's come back and said, yeah, it's just like what you do. He was doing MMA. I was like, I said that it's not MMA. I said that. I said I'm not doing MMA. I said it's similar. I even talked about how MMA could be safer, but people just hear what they want to hear. You know how people will criticize rap music and say they don't like the styles the rappers are doing. They don't like the image that they're portraying, right? They don't like this, they don't like that. And then, especially the main person that inspired, that was the straw that broke the camel's back, is a pastor, and she was talking about Lil Wayne in particular. Now, I didn't even know Lil Wayne was still doing anything. If it don't come on the radio for me at this point, or if I don't know the artist personally, I pretty much don't hear about it anymore. I'm behind the loop, and I admit that. I've even done a couple of trap beats just to try it out, but I'm still behind the loop. And I was like, I'm on this channel to try to get uplifting and try to get some wisdom. And she was talking about somebody doing something negative. I didn't even know that his album came out last year. I wasn't even checking for his album. I wouldn't know anything about it at all if she didn't devote like 10, 15 minutes to trying to tell me not to listen to this guy. It just made me listen to him. So I was like, he's still putting out albums? And I listened to it. It was like, he still got his good use of metaphors. I can give it up to him. I mean, I like his imagery. His image of his character. But the guy's got a way with metaphors. You got to give it to him. But it's just like, again, it's just like, aren't there Christian rappers who are doing it right, even if they aren't quote unquote Christian, aren't there positive rappers who are doing it right? Why don't you bring attention to them? Now, I understand. I think her whole argument is that there's no such thing as good rap, that all rap is bad, and you should never, ever do whatever. But I know that's not true, just from the logical point of you can't say all, you can't say always. It's never all. There are always exceptions. Even if a particular perception applies mostly to a group, there are always outliers. Why don't you bring attention to the outliers so that we can gravitate towards the outliers? The same thing goes with martial arts. Instead of talking about who's doing martial arts bad, who's doing it wrong, why don't you bring attention to the people who are doing it right? That's what I try to do with my channel. You know, yes, sometimes I may critique some things that people are doing that are bad, they're criminal, whatever. A lot of people do that. But I offer a positive solution. And I say that the martial arts can be a solution to help you protect yourself against that type of bad behavior, against people who are doing bad behavior. So I also, every once in a while, will talk about a martial artist who is doing something right. And even in a couple of videos uploaded tonight, or at least one, I talked about someone who I don't know if he's a martial artist or not, but he conducted himself like a martial artist. So let's prop that up so we can learn from that. And there's also another reality that we got to accept too, is that everybody doesn't want good stuff. Everybody doesn't want healthy things. Just like, look at it like food. Everybody doesn't want to eat healthy food. Everybody does not want lean meat and broiled vegetables. A lot of people want cake. They want it deep fried, and they want to smother in fat. Okay? Now, I'm not going to side vegan or carnivore or anything like that. I'm an omnivore, if you're wondering. And I have to cut back on my starch sometimes because starch puffs me up. If you can't tell by looking at me, I'm sure you can. I'm still struggling with my weight. Everybody doesn't want healthy food. Everybody doesn't want healthy music. But those of us who are searching for it, who are struggling for it, who are looking for the healthy, would you please point us in the right direction of the healthy? Can you offer us some alternatives, some practical advice, anything that's going to help us with our problems as we quest for what's spiritual, what's healthy, instead of keep going, look at what he's doing, look at what she's doing, look at what they're doing. They're so negative, they're so bad. Now, either you're just too lazy to find the people who are actually doing things the way you think it should be done. You're too ignorant to find people who are doing things the way that you think it should be done. Or you're just covertly jealous of the people who are doing something and you're saying that you don't like the way that they're doing it, but you're really just too scared to do it yourself. Now, me, I put up or shut up. I didn't like the way music was going. I got out there and did it. I made a little bit of money too, made some friends along the way, blah, 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 blah. Have fun doing it. Even though I didn't become super celebrity. As far as martial arts goes, after a while, I started saying, let me not feel like these people could do it better. I mean, if someone should do it better, I'm going to become an instructor. And then once I became one, I was like, man, no wonder they act like this. No wonder they do what they do what they do. No wonder they say what they say. Even if it's not an approach that I take myself, I'm like, these people will drive you to it. And that's what I'm going to close with. A lot of times, if you see bad behavior in sport, in entertainment, and even sometimes in education, not always, but sometimes these people are just responding to the environment that they're given. Like, perfect example. For me personally, martial arts, you would think that as dangerous as the world is and how a lot of people are strapped and pressed for money, that my classes would be teeming and overflowing with people. And at one time, it actually was. I had wait lists. You would think it would be like that all the time, but no. For there are people who think that you are not real if you are not price gouging them. There are people who think you are not real if you are not affiliated with organizations who want to price gouge them. They think that's what's real and that everything else is fake. If you tell them you've created your own style and you don't have third party validation on that style, which I now do have, they think that you're a charlatan. Never mind the fact that the styles that they think are real were made up by somebody else who, in some cases, like Funakoshi, was like a regular guy who just did karate whenever he could. That wasn't even his primary living for decades. But it doesn't matter. He's the father of karate. So if you're not Funakoshi, who are you? Kano Jigoro got his PhD before he created judo. Why do they call him General Choi instead of Sabum Choi? Because maybe his primary living was in the military. But you can't tell people in one ear out the other. Even though, see, it's like if we were all swimmers, everybody thinks they should be trained by Michael Phelps instead of the lifeguard at the local swimming pool. When you don't even know how to dog paddle, why are you going to Michael Phelps when you don't even know how to float? The person down at the local swimming pool can teach you how to float and keep you from drowning. But yet you think you deserve Michael Phelps? You see what I'm saying? It's that type of thing. So then I see why people may give into the temptation of I'm going to inflate my credentials, or I'm going to go get the credentials. And since I had to pay a lot for the credentials and sacrifice a lot of time for the credentials, you're going to have to pay a lot for credentials and sacrifice a lot of time. So hopefully I can recoup back some of the stuff I've lost. And a lot of times too, just how people are just, there are a lot of people who are just innately mean and snarky. If you're nice to them, they think you're weak and they try to take advantage of you. So, hey, let's stop complaining so much and let's shine some light on people who are doing what we think they should do. And a perfect example, there's nobody watching this live stream while I'm giving it. Hey, doesn't matter. I will extend this out maybe a day or so if you would like to get a free ticket to the seminar. You want to drive out this far? You only got a couple of weeks. I can't mail it to you and you get it if you're trying to contact me after the last week of August. Okay? That's just common sense. So this live stream is Saturday, August 17th. It's about to be Sunday, August 18th. So you really got another week. Okay? You got to contact me before August the 24th. So let's say August 23rd is the last day, or I can't mail you a ticket and you expect to get it in time because the mail is just not going to get it to you. Sorry. But if you stuck with me this long, I do want to say thanks for watching this video. Like, comment, and subscribe. Please share this with people like talk about the martial arts. Leave your thoughts below. Remember, free tickets are waiting for you for maybe 7 more days. And peace.